The Turbo meme coin is up more than 60% today. And the big question is, how much longer can this rally last? Let's have a look at on-chain data most people aren't considering. Let's find out who is buying here. Is this manipulation by the big whales, or is this actually long-term accumulation by retail? Because the more people jump on a rally, the more sustainable that rally can be, right? If it's only one or two people that buy up all the tokens that pump and dump a coin, then that's bad. If it's thousands of retail investors that get in, then maybe the rally can last for a bit longer. So currently we are almost at 1 cent. We are up more than 60% today. This week we more than 6x'd. This month we more than 10x'd. And this year we more than 20x'd. But of course that rally wasn't without pain. When we look at the logarithmic chart, we did have quite a bit of suffering during most of 2023. And so you can already tell from the beginning of this video that I'm not going to sell you the marketing jazz on the website. This is not how we can get alpha. This is not how we can get an information advantage over the rest of the investors. Turbo had been launched quite a while ago. There's no more development. The last GitHub repository update was in May of last year. But we do see how attention is recently igniting again. We've got 26,000 holders on Ethereum. And yes, there's also a token on Solana, but the activity on Solana really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. There's only 300 active wallets today. So let's focus our on-chain analytics on the Ethereum chain. This is where most action is. We've got 3 charts over here, segregating the number of retail wallets versus the number of whale wallets. On the left side, we have the number of wallets that hold at least 100,000 tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $892. That's what I consider retail. In the middle, we've got bigger retail, medium-sized retail. The minimum holding is a 10x from the left chart, so that's roughly $8,000. On the right, we go another 10x from that. That's now $80,000. Now, what's interesting about this? We had a lot of whales buying in the first days and then pretty much selling off continuously. Medium-sized retail also bought initially very quickly, but is now part of the secondary rally. For small retail, so for the number of wallets that have at least $800 worth of the token, we actually even see an all-time high. So based off this chart alone, we can already see that retail is driving all of the price appreciation. It's not the whales. At least the number of whales isn't increasing. Now, those are all very long-term charts. They start since launch of the token. Let's have a look at what's going on recently in the last month, where we went up by almost 1,300%. Here are the same kind of charts, but only for the last month. The number of retail investors grew by roughly 30%. The number of medium-sized retail grew by more than 30%, roughly 40 even. The whales also grew, but not as quickly, only 3% roughly. So it's not small retail that's pushing this. It's not the whales that's pushing this. It's the wallets in the 4 digits, so between $1,000 and $8,000, that's doing most of the heavy lifting here. Now, the reason why I like those on-chain analytics so much is because we can take away a lot of the volatility, a lot of the manipulation, right? When we see very constant, low volatility accumulation, we see more and more people jumping on a token that's very bullish. Those charts, the one on the left and in the middle, don't fluctuate much. There's simply more people coming in. And so this is the long-term turbo chart relative to Ethereum, because we always want to see outperformance versus Ethereum. Initially, the selling, especially by the whales, depressed the price relative to Ethereum by quite a bit, minus 85%. But in the last month, we have an accelerated rally. The price outperformed Ethereum by more than a 10x. So it's a solid rally in the last month. There's more and more people jumping on Turbo. The question is, how much more upside is there? And for that, I like to look at comparables. I like to look at comparable meme coins, and I like to especially compare market caps. Currently, the market cap of Turbo is 615 million. Is this a lot? Is this a little? It's actually quite large. So the 600 million puts us slightly below Pepe Coin and Bread. Book of Meme is only 50% larger. To get another 5x in relative performance, we have to climb all the way to bonk levels. So I dare to predict that from here, we're probably not going to see another 10x in the next week. We might double again, we might triple again, but another 10x at the current market cap would put us at 6 billion roughly. Then Turbo would be challenging Pepe, which is one of the top 3 meme coins. So it was a question of risk versus reward. And the risk currently isn't that high because the momentum is very positive. There's more and more buyers. The reward, unfortunately, isn't that huge either, at least for a meme coin. If you're expecting an another 10x in the next month because we've seen more than a 10x in the last month, then I have to disappoint you. That being said, I do believe we can potentially double again, but it all also depends on the general market. It seems like currently more risk taking is starting, right? We first had MAGA, so Make America Great Again. I made a video on that yesterday, so feel free to check it out. Now we've got Turbo. Probably very soon we will have another meme coin that's rallying. So I do believe we are in meme coin trading season again. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. If you've got Telegram, feel free to join us. Link is down below. Looking very much forward to chatting with you over there.